Well, first of all, the terrific victory tonight after those great away victories, to come back here on a Friday night, special night for everybody.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we all look forward to the Friday nights here. They're great. The atmosphere is amazing, and we always seem to put on a good performance. So it was another one today, and another step in the right direction.
And you've turned it around away from home. I was looking at the points actually before tonight. I know you played one less game at home, but you got more points away than you had at home before tonight. So that's a change of fortune, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think everyone knows that's probably where we fell short last season. It wasn't good enough our away form, so it was something we needed a change, and hopefully we've turned the corner with that.
The first goal was important in the first half, wasn't it? I mean, it was quite tight for 20 minutes, I thought, and then you get that important goal, and big Simeo at the back there. I mean, we know how well he defends. He's got his first Tranmere goal as well.
Yeah, definitely. I think as you said, it was a good goal. The game, I'd say, was probably a bit stressed at that time, and it was probably a perfect time to score, and it kind of calmed us down a bit, and we kept control from then on.
And Elliot never gets the second one after Paul's gone off with the hamstring injury. And then he's trying to claim the third one as well when Leo Connor's cross comes shot, ends up in the back of the net. What's the argument over that, Lee?
I don't know, to be honest. I didn't even see it. I just obviously crossed it in, and then the next thing I knew, everyone was running over to me. So I don't know whose goal it was, but the most important thing is we've got the 3 points.
I said to the boss before, I mean, typical of you 89th minute into stoppage time, and you're the one charging forward to try to get the cross in. You must have a great battery inside you. Yeah,
I mean, I like to think so. So I mean, we've scored a few late goals this season, I think. So we're all really fit lads, and it's a 90-minute game, so we keep going till the end.
And another clean sheet, that's 5 in a row. It means you're always in games. I mean, that's really important, isn't it, in this division particularly?
Yeah, 100%. I think that's 5 in a row. I just think we look so much more solid than we did at the start of the season. We weren't. We all knew it would take time. We kept saying that, but we look like a team now, and we look like we can beat anyone.
Because you established quite a partnership with Chris Murray alongside you there, and when somebody does go forward, one of you two seems to just drop in and fill that space and stop them countering you.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Mez is a really intelligent player. So I think we're still learning how to play with each other, but I think we're complementing each other really well as we go on. Yeah,
because you're naturally right-footed and he's naturally left-footed as well, so that must help the balance in that midfield.
Yeah, of course that helps. I think it's the first time we've had that since I've been here, so it's definitely a big help, and he's playing some good stuff at the moment.
A lot of young players in the squad. I mean, you're young as well, of course, but you have been here, for a few seasons. So does that mean you've taken on a bit more responsibility in talking to some of those younger lads around you?
Yeah, definitely. I think so. I think it had to be done. As you said, we brought in a lot of young, talented players, but they haven't experienced what this league is like. I have. As you said, I'm still young, but I've had 2 full seasons now in this league, so I'd like to think I know a bit about it. So it is down to me and others to help the others.
And the mental side of the game, I mean, that's something you only get really through playing games, being in different situations, having to protect a lead sometimes, to do all the dirty jobs. And as a young pro, can you remember that yourself? That was something you need to learn quite quickly.
Yeah, of course. I remember my first season. It was definitely a massive change to reserve football, and I think it's a credit to the fellas that have come in. A lot of them haven't played league football before, but they've took to it like a duck to water. So we're in a good spot at the moment.
And as midfielders at the moment, because you look up and you've got those options, Kieran's back in the side, which is great, Josh down the other side, and then of course Ethan and Josh, you want to bomb ahead as well, so it gives you options looking forward, doesn't it?
Yeah, of course. I mean, any time, I think the last 5 games as well, but especially tonight, I think any time we got wide, everyone was at the crowd around their feet. You knew something was going to happen, and more often than not it did happen, so we know it makes my job quite easy. Just get it out to them and they'll do the rest.
You're a player that looks at the league tables. I mean, you're in the play of places tonight. I mean, I know things can change on Saturday, but even so, it's important that's where you are, and letting sides know, listen, Tranmere are a force again this season. Yeah,
I think so. I think, as you said, it's probably still a bit too early to be looking at things like that. But all we can kind of think of now is we've won 5 on the bounce. Let's go and make it 6, and we'll be up there.
And we looked at the 1-0 victories, but I'm thinking of Salford, and I'm thinking of Sutton last week. I mean, it could have been more than one in certainly that Salford game. I mean, you could have won 3 or 4 at a side that's really pushing at the top of the table as well.
Yeah, definitely. I think, as you said, we've had a couple of 1-0s and stuff like that, so it was nice tonight, obviously, to get 3. If not, maybe we could have got a few more. But I think it just shows everyone's growing in confidence, which we maybe didn't have at the start of the season. We're probably lacking a bit of confidence at times because the results weren't going our way. But I think you see now everyone's full of confidence.
Yeah, and Mickey's talked about being patient. I mean, you've had to work hard on the training ground. I'm sure with so many, new players in the squad, in the team. Listen to what the boss wants you to do, etc. So, has there been patience? You've had to be patient as well, if you like, in getting way of playing and getting your form right.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I think it goes without saying. The start of the season was poor. We weren't good at all. But we knew it was going to take time. Everyone kept saying it. I know it's not nice to hear at times, but it was going to take time. And I think even though we've got 5 on the bounce now, I still think there's a lot of room for improvement. We're still a young team. We're only going to get better.
Injury to Paul Lewis tonight. Out to the first half as well. You had a moment where you were just hobbling around for a little while. Was that just a block tackle? Or are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just a kick. It happens, but Paul. Hopefully, Paul's a big player for us, so hopefully Paul's not too serious.
And of course, when the internationals come round, you're the lad who disappears, sort of thing. I mean, I know you'd love to be here, but how are you enjoying, sort of that international career as well?
Yeah, I mean, it's been amazing for me. My underage career with Ireland, I've really enjoyed it. Unfortunately, we lost in the playoffs the last time, so that's my underage career done now. But I've had a great time and I've really enjoyed it.
What have you learned from that, from sort of going away and being with international squads?
I mean, you learn a lot of things. I've been in since I was 14, going away with them. I think I've been to numerous countries. I can't even remember most of them, but it's all a different way of playing. It's all a different experience. So you learn something new every time you go away. So I think that's been a major help for me.
And you now have transitioned, into that midfield role. Have you all sort of felt that might be where I end up? I mean, when you came here, you were a full-back. I know you played there against Leeds the other night, but that's not where you're going to play most of the season. Yeah,
I mean, I always get asked this. I don't mind where I play. Everyone always tries to get an answer out of me, but I really don't. I'm enjoying it in midfield now. It's only coming up to a year now since I've been in there, so I'm still kind of new to it. I'm still learning, so hopefully I'll keep getting better.
Of course, Mickey is a midfield player himself, and I'm sure he has 1 or 2 tips that he's giving you all the time and what you can be better at.
Yeah, of course. I mean, Mickey knows this league inside out, so he's been great for me, and hopefully I can keep learning off him.